Let's make it a good day.
Coming up today, one interesting slice of hot dish. Taylor Swift releases yet another surprise new song, and then a woman finally cuts her fingernails after 30 years. We have it all. Then more and more of you are starting to travel again, so I know you're also looking for some hot deals. Where can you find them? Well, the Thrifty Traveler is back, and he'll tell you. And this time, Kendall is a fish out of water when she tries her hand, or I should say hands, at archery. Stand back, everyone. Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
Good morning, Matamidi. Good morning, Lake City. Good morning, Perham. And good morning to you. Welcome to the Jason Show. I'm Jace. Please say hello to my sidekick sister from another mister and the employee of the month for Ponderosa Steakhouse. It's Kendall. Good morning, Kendall.
Do they have those anymore?
They do. They do. They have Ponderosa and Bonanza. Just a few left, though.
Oh, I've never been to one.
You've never been to it? Never. Oh.
But you talk about them a lot.
Ponderosa used to have a buffet. I mean, you can't really do a lot of buffets. And by the way, I want salad bars back. I'll talk about that later, but I want salad bars back. We're ready, okay?
Love the salad bars.
Anyway, buffets, they used to have a buffet, and Ponderosa in my hometown of Michigan City, Indiana, was the first place to have the all-you-can-eat ice cream machine, so you could go up to it, and if you were a puffy kid like me, you would just, the bowl was this big. You know what I mean? And you would put caramel and peanuts and sprinkles and just everything you could possibly put on it.
May I ask, when you ate these things, did you feel sick when you had like a giant bowl? Because like I used to feel sick to my stomach if I ate like a giant bowl of ice cream as a kid.
No. I had a stomach.
Really?
No, when I was a kid, I could. No.
Oh,
I had a
lucky.
stomach like a steel trap when I was a kid. Now I eat a peanut and I have problems. But
I feel that.
anyway, let's say hello to our audience, and they're extra special today. To the right is Heather. Hello, my dear friend.
Hi.
And then to her right is her friend, and now our friend Amy. Hi, Amy.
Hi.
Now let's go back to Heather for a second. Heather is actually an extended member of the Jason Show family because she is the way better half of our director, Leo. Right, Heather?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. Wait. Did Heather just say she's kind of with Leo? What's happening already?
No, I'm kind of the better half, I meant.
No, you are. Okay, Heather, now, I don't know if you know this, but your husband's not here today. So is he there? Is he hiding, like, behind you in a pillow or something? Do we know his whereabouts?
I do. He's in Kansas City. His brother had double knee replacement, so he's taking care of him this week.
Oh, how nice. And then it's a win for you because you kind of get the house to yourself, right?
No snoring.
Oh, gosh. Usually Ted gets the shade, but it's Leo today. Okay, now, Amy, we're going to go to you now. Amy, I love you already, but is that a Christmas tree behind you?
It is. So both my husband and I work from home. He gets the upper level because he's on the phone a little more than I am. And so this is like our woodland lower level. So I kind of make it feel like we're at a cabin. And everybody needs Christmas all year round, right?
Okay, Amy, you've totally sold me. We were all ready to publicly shame you for your April Christmas tree. But that makes perfect sense. It's cabin-y. It's not Christmassy, it's cabin-y.
Yeah. Yes. And I mean, who doesn't like lights? Like lights just makes you feel like you're having a party all the time.
You're absolutely right. See, Amy totally convinced me. We'll be checking in with Amy and Heather throughout the show. She makes a good point.
She does.
Mall of America leaves up the white lights on the third level the whole year round.
Yeah,
So
it's true.
yeah.
Lights make people happy.
Yeah.
We're like bugs.
How you doing though? You doing well?
I am, because it's the home opener.
That's right, Kendall. I'm excited too. I almost said the Cubbies. The Twins are the only. I like baseball. I'm excited to go. I'm a little worried, and I get they want to take safety precautions, but I am a little concerned that you can't, my favorite thing with Target Field is to walk around and eat and people watch and count fanny packs and things.
Yes.
But you can't do that.
No.
You have to sit and eat in your assigned seat.
I know.
And they're going to make you watch the game. I go just for the socialization.
They're going to make you watch
Well, yeah,
the
you
game?
can't walk around anymore. So, I don't know. I'm excited still. It's my neighborhood. I like to do, I make a whole day of it. But I've never sat in my seat. Every time I've gone, I go 7 times a season, I've never sat in the seat.
I'm just really upset that you said they make you watch the game. I'm still like kind of deteriorating inside because of it.
It probably won't be the first time in the show that I upset you.
It's true.
Or I should say the last time. Let's get started, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Roll it, everybody. Roll it, Steve. Okay. This week just keeps getting worse for the DC universe after the accusations involving director Joss Whedon. Now there's a casting controversy surrounding Bridgerton star Regé-Jean Page. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Page had auditioned for the role of Superman's grandfather in 2018 for a TV show, only to be turned down because he was black. Multiple sources say people behind the show were passionate about non-traditional casting, but the former co-chairman of DC Films, a guy named Jeff, who was mentioned in that other story, the Ray Fisher, Jeff Johns, shot it down because Superman, quote, could not have a black grandfather. The piece also claims Johns vetoed the idea of making the character gay or bisexual. How dare you? A rep for Johns is denying the allegations. I don't know if Jeff knows this.
Yeah.
But Superman's not real. It's a fantasy. I don't know if people know that, but it's not real.
Really?
So the fact that he's thinking Superman can't have a black grandfather, you ninny, it's all make-believe anyway. It's about men that fly with capes.
Yeah.
Who cares? Fundamentally, that's what cracks me up about this. Hermione, in the Harry Potter stage show, in the movies, Hermione was a white actress. In the stage play, Hermione was a black actress. The world kept spinning. The wizards kept wizarding.
They kept flying.
They kept flying. All is good. Do you know? I mean, I'm making a joke, but I'm not making a joke. You know what I mean?
Right.
Silly.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
But everybody, it sounds like, we're like, yes, this is great. And then this one guy is like, no.
Yeah. Well, I still have hope he'll be James Bond.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
I
because
would
listen to
prefer
this.
Idris Elba, though. But that's just me. Sorry. Continue.
Yes, here we go. Meanwhile, Page is responding to that report. He tweeted this. Hearing about these conversations hurts no less than it did back then. The clarification, Siri's talking to me. I said something. Almost hurt more to be honest. Just doing my thing. Still, we do the work. We still fly. So, yeah. I would like to see him. I think he actually would be a good Bond. Wasn't sure right off the bat. I thought I didn't want to just go with the hype of the, because he makes a point. Anytime a British actor does anything hot, they're always like, oh, he could be James Bond.
You could do it too.
You could
Harry
be
Potter
James
could
Bond.
be James Bond.
But no, I actually think he could be.
I do too. He's very smooth and like, hello.
James Bond-ish. Next on the dish, it's safe to say there are no hard feelings when it comes to one of Taylor Swift's past relationships. Taylor's in the process of re-recording her first 6 albums and just released a song from the vault. We're in T Swift's vault, Kendall. It's called Mr. Perfectly Fine. Listen.
Hello, Mr. Perfectly Fine. How's your heart after breaking mine? Mr. Always at the right place at the right time, baby. Hello.
Okay, this is one of 6 previously unheard tracks. They're part of Fearless, Taylor's versions, which comes out tonight. I know several friends that are already waiting in line.
Are you serious?
No, there are no lines. I'm just saying they're waiting for tonight. The Swifties are speculating the song is about Joe Jonas, who Taylor was dating at the time of Fearless in 2008. Well, Joe's wife, actress Sophie Turner, is weighing in. She praised the song on her Instagram story, writing, quote, "It's not a bad bop." Taylor herself responded saying, "Forever bending the knee for the Queen of the North," referring to Sophie's Game of Thrones character. That's nice. I like it. Now look, to be honest, it sounds, sounds like a lot of T Swift songs.
Yep.
But that's okay. She has a sound. She should have a sound. She's T Swift.
I think they both handled it very well. You know, just like everybody's gonna be talking about this. So like, I like this song. Thank you so much. We done.
We're done. No drama. There needs to be. They're both happy. They both happy. There's that Indiana education coming out, but they are both happy.
They are both happy.
Sophie has Joe.
Yeah.
And then Taylor Swift has that mystery gentleman. Is he British? Oh, his name is Joe too. Bjorn just told me,
and
baby
they
Bjorn.
both have lots of awards and shiny things and lots of money. So
Yeah, they're
they
fine.
are probably pretty happy.
I love that in my ear, I'm getting Taylor Swift fun facts from baby Bjorn in my ear.
Yeah, what are you hearing?
He's telling me everything.
About the song?
Joe Alwyn. He's a British actor.
Oh.
I feel like Peter Jennings because I'm just getting, it comes in here and it comes out there. I love it.
Why do people think it's about Joe Jonas? Just because of the timing? Or
timing.
did she say something specific, Bjorn?
No, just the timing.
Just the
the
timing,
song came
okay.
out when she was dating the Jonas.
Okay.
The Jonai.
Just checking. Sometimes she throws little like eggs in there. You know?
Oh, and believe me, if we don't want to there's a fan group we don't want to upset. It's the T Swifters. They'll come after you, and I don't need that today on a Thursday.
Or the Jonas Brothers.
Yeah,
Can't
I've
mess
been
with
attacked
them
by
either.
them. Yeah, I've been attacked by Joe Bro fans. It's been fun. We're gonna take a break. We'll be back right after this. Stay with us, everybody. More hot dish, more fun. Can you imagine anyone else other than Tom Hanks in the movie Big? Well, I can, but wait until you hear what legendary actor turned down the role. Then, you may be considering traveling again soon, but where should you go and where can you find the best deals? Thrifty Traveler has the dish, plus how Delta is changing their procedures right before the summer season. And I don't really need to say much. I think this video speaks for itself. Kendall is trying archery. That and more when the Jason Show continues.
My question is, looking back now, do you wish you would have taken John Hughes up in playing the mom in Home Alone since Catherine O'Hara ended up turning it into such an iconic role?
Oh, I love Home Alone. Sometimes I do wish I had taken that role because my husband was the director of photography on it, and I probably would have met him several years earlier. if I
Oh,
had
wow. That's amazing.
But Catherine O'Hara is like the queen.
Yeah.
So I would love to, everything she does is gold.
Where did you want?
Absolutely. Elizabeth Perkins ended up meeting her husband on the set of Miracle on 34th Street in 1994, the remake she did. That's cute. With Dylan McDermott. Dylan McDermott. Elizabeth Perkins on Watch What Happens Live talking about not taking the role of the mom in Home Alone. One of Elizabeth's most well-known roles, of course, 1988's Big. She starred alongside Tom Hanks. But listen to this. She says Tom wasn't originally supposed to be in it. Look.
It's beluga. Macmillan orders it every year.
Sometimes.
All right. You okay? You want a glass of water? Need something to drink?
Can I have a milkshake or something?
Still love that scene. I still eat baby corn like he did. Anyway, the part almost went to Robert De Niro. Elizabeth says she auditioned with him and that he was cast in the role of Josh, but it fell apart because of a scheduling conflict, and they went with Tom. I cannot imagine Robert De Niro as Tom Hanks' character. You haven't seen it, have you? No, it's okay.
sorry.
We said, it's one of those generational things, but I think you should see it. Oh, the F.A.O. Schwartz piano scene.
I've seen that.
Yeah, it's so good.
Sorry.
It's so good. Let's talk to Amy and Heather. You guys have seen it, haven't you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's just right. It's one of those iconic movies. I think we're all around the same age. It's one of those iconic movies for our generation, don't you think?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, Amy, I see that you have a question for me. You want to know some of our favorite brunch spots because you have a birthday, on Saturday?
I do.
Well, happy early birthday. You look fantastic for 24. I just want to start off with that. Kendall has some. I'll give you a couple. I love Hope Breakfast Bar in St. Paul. And then if you're in Minneapolis, Nolo is great in my neck of the woods, North Loop. And then Kendall, how about you?
I love Lynn Hall. Also, like right
yes.
off of Lindale area. Really good. I just had brunch there with a friend the other day.
Yeah, so there you go, Amy. Some recommendations for you.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Happy early birthday. More Hot Dish now. And I'm getting a little help with our Insider to the Stars. Give it up for the co-host of the Hollywood Raw podcast, Dax Holt. Good morning, Dax.
Hello, Jason. Good morning.
Okay, now normally it's celebrities and fun, and you kind of had a lightning rod for controversy this week. Tell the folks who you interviewed.
Yeah, so we had Tomi Lahren on. She is one of the hosts of Fox Nation. And wow, she is one of those people that you either love her or you disdain hate her. Like that is just who she is. And she very much speaks her mind. And we invited her on because we were like, you know what? Like, we want to see, what Tomi is like when she is not on television, when she is just being herself. And we had a really fascinating conversation. I mean, listen, I get both sides of everything when it comes to her. But she's been in the news a lot lately because of her connection with Jay Cutler. Jay and Kristen Cavallari had split up, and then she was at a bar in Nashville. Tomi was. Jay was there. And so there was a lot of stories that came out that connected the two, that said that they were dating, or there was all this stuff. So we were like, clear the rumor. Let's hear it. What's the truth? Are you dating Jay Cutler? And she said, it was actually, we both just live in Nashville. We run into each other quite often because it's, a small town for them. And she said, no, we're friends. We know each other. That's about it. She goes, I really like Kristen Cavallari, and, no hard feelings there, basically.
And this is, I was reading because, I don't follow her closely, but I love that she said she loves Jay-Z and Cardi B's music, even though they don't like her.
Oh, yeah. So she's had very public feuds with basically every rapper out there. I mean, they do not like her at all. And Cardi, Nicki Minaj, she goes, it's funny because I'm the one uniting thing that brings Cardi and Nicki Minaj together. They both hate me. And I said, okay, well, putting that aside, do you like their music? Because these two women are phenomenal artists. They've got great music. And she said, no, I actually really like their music. And she's like, they may not like me, but I enjoy their songs.
One last question, Dax. Does she she gets why she's controversial. Because I saw a clip that you posted on your Instagram that she does the line of, I don't care about what the critics say or people that don't like me. But does she get it? Does she kind of, as I say, own her stuff? She gets why she's controversial.
Oh, yeah. She is not apologetic at all. I mean, it's just, this is who I am. This is what you get. If you look her up, I mean, the big thing is everyone just calls her racist. You're racist, racist. And I asked her, I'm like, when you're introduced and you go on to like Charlemagne the God show and you're introduced as a racist, does that hurt your feeling? Like, do you have any like feeling towards that? And she goes, no, it doesn't hurt my feelings. She goes, because I have to have thick skin like a rhino in this industry that like stuff just has to bounce off me. She goes, but if people are going to label me that, if it makes them feel better, I mean, you got to listen to the interview. That's all I got to say. I'm not going to do this justice. I'm going to ruin her quote saying it. But essentially, she just says, nope, these things don't bother me because there's so many things people say about me on a daily basis. I mean, even tweeting about having her on the show, my timeline just filled up with hatred towards her.
Yeah.
And then the other people like, thank you for having her on. It's so great. There's literally no in-betweens point with Tomi.
My boss always says that's when you're doing things right, is when you have equal parts people hating you and liking you. So bravo, Dax. Thanks, buddy. Have a good week. You can find the Hollywood Raw podcast wherever you get your podcast. Just search for Hollywood Raw. Next in the dish, it is the manicure to end all manicures. The woman with the world's longest fingernails finally gets them cut after nearly 30 years of growing them out. Look at this.
Okay, here we go. It's a big moment. Okay.
Right.
Okay. We're going to go right here. Kind of make a groove in there.
There you go.
Woo! We did it!
No.
That's Iana Williams from Houston. She had to go to a dermatology office where, as you can see, they had to use an electrical tool to trim her nails. Before they were cut, she got one final measurement. Are you ready? Over 24 feet. It took her 3 to 4 bottles of nail polish and about a full day just to do a full mani. She says she got tired of them and just couldn't do day-to-day tasks.
You don't say.
Yeah, bravo, Kendall, on that one. She couldn't do anything. I mean, can you, and we were saying this on the radio show, just the weight.
Yes.
You know what I mean? 30 years, and I was joking, her nails are as old as my husband.
As old as me.
Her nails are as old as, oh, that's right, Colin's actually older, but her nails are your age.
Yep. Yep. Wow. I mean, watching her face when it happens, you do feel for her in the sense, and like, listen to me, okay? You feel for her in the sense that she didn't want to look at them because they've probably a part of her identity for so long. And if that's how people know you and recognize you, is that, and then you're losing them, that was probably a big emotional deal for her.
Yeah. More hot dish for you. We got two sneak peeks of some big films coming out. You know I love a good sneak peek. First, a new trailer for Disney's Cruella with Emma Thompson and Emma Stone. Look.
She thought she owned everyone.
It's foolish. Unhinged. Well, you're fired. Why are you speaking?
I think you've nicked me. But there's something about poetic justice that's just so poetic.
You won't admit you love me, and so how
Do you have a light?
ever to know? You always tell me.
Get her.
This doesn't have to be a scene.
It really, really does. I'd like to remind you all that I'm doing this in heels.
What was your name?
Cruella.
And Cruella comes out at the end of May 28th to be exact. I don't know. I've gone back and forth on this. I'm going to see it. I like Emma Stone. Lord knows I love Emma Thompson. One of my favorite guests ever to be in the studio. But I have my doubts. You?
I really want to see it. I love when they reinvent something a little bit. So, good for them.
Okay, get ready. The producers say this is real good. We're getting a preview of the new Ghostbusters. It's called Ghostbusters Afterlife. And it includes the return of a familiar ghost.
Strawberry, red velvet, blue velvet.
What?
That is the best thing ever. Baby Stay Puft Marshmallow Men.
There's a lot of them.
Oh, because if you're a youngin', you have no idea. The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man in '84 when it came out, everywhere. Everywhere. That's the new Baby Yoda. I'm calling it right now. Take it to the bank.
Okay.
Paul Rudd's in it. Carrie Conn, Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Ernie Hudson, Sigourney Weaver. They're all back. That's great. And it's directed by the son of the original director.
Oh, cool.
And everyone says that has seen the script, that it is magnificent.
Oh.
That they said it's just fantastic. Ghostbusters Afterlife comes out this fall. Oh, that made me happy right there. Still ahead, we're searching for the best travel deals. After the break, we're chatting with our buddy, Thrifty Traveler, about where to go, how to navigate once you're going, and new procedures with the airlines when we come back. Back in a moment. That was good. Welcome back to the show. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Many of us are getting the itch to travel again, and major airlines are going to get great lengths to give travelers more flexibility as we plan our trips. Joining us now with more is our buddy, the founder of Thrifty Traveler. There he is. It's Jared. Hi, buddy.
Hey, Jason. It's great to see you.
It's great to see you virtually. and hopefully soon back here in the studio. Okay, we're going to do deals a little bit later, but let's focus on just news. You know, there's a lot of headlines coming out. People are seeing it on Twitter. They're seeing it on the news. They're seeing it on Facebook. So let's break down some stuff. Let's start with Delta. The news that they're the opening the middle seats is coming to an end. What do we know on that?
Yeah, so at the end of this month, almost 100% that policy will go away. Obviously, flyers have loved, you know, even if you booked a basic economy flight, you'd have a blocked middle seat, which has made it just so much more comfortable. But yes, that will be going away. The airlines finally want to start making money again.
Jared, are you surprised? You know the industry well, obviously. Are you surprised that Delta kept this going as long as they did?
Well, you know, Delta's really put themselves out there as the safe airline to fly, and that they want to, you know, attract premium customers and charge them a premium price. So, you know, they've had this kind of strategy for several years, and this is just kind of the next step on that to attract as many flyers and loyalty as possible.
And don't you think with that, I mean, it's probably not exactly apples to oranges, but the money they lost with the middle seat, they probably got back in goodwill. You know what I mean? In goodwill and publicity, don't you think?
Yeah, there's definitely something that's a part of, I'm sure, their boardroom strategy. And, you know, I agree. I mean, I think that ultimately that goodwill will pay some dividends as far as, yeah, a lot of new flyers and people who will trust Delta, you know, post-pandemic.
One more piece of Delta news. Talk to me about credits. Are they extending the Delta credits?
Yeah. So let's say that, you know, last March of 2020, you canceled a flight for a voucher. There's millions and millions of Americans who did that. You know, a lot of them were expiring soon, and Delta has extended all of those that had been booked in the last year. Those will be extended through December of 2022, so you don't have to stress out about them expiring or, you know, feel like you have to travel right now, which is great.
Let's broaden this out to other airlines. Can you explain, Jared, what voucher cancellations are and what's the headlines on voucher cancellations this week?
Yeah. So, you know, let's say that you had, and this is a whole new concept, you know, the fact that, you know, let's say that I had a flight next week and I wanted to cancel it. You can now cancel for free and then get a voucher for future use on the airline. I mean, this is a creation of the pandemic. Before, I mean, I'm sure there's many of you out there who've had to cancel and pay, you know, $300 to cancel, which is just insane. But yeah, Delta currently, at least through the end of this month, even if you buy a basic economy fare, you can cancel or change for free, even on a basic economy fare, which is the lowest tier and the cheapest. So again, that will be going away more than likely at the end of this month. And then starting on May 1, if you want to have that cancel for a voucher feature on your fare, you'll have to upgrade a little bit to what they call a main cabin or a standard economy fare.
And just to recap, do you think other airlines are going to follow suit with this?
Yes. So American Airlines has already, as of the beginning of this month, instituted that policy where they're hoping that you'll upgrade to that main cabin fare, that, you know, pay a little bit more to get that cancel for a voucher policy. And I really do think that a lot of people will still want that feature going forward and will be willing to pay, you know, a little bit of a premium, you know, up to around $80 to around, I guess I should say $100 now for a domestic flight.
Jared, a lot of people watching may have or getting ready to purchase a ticket using their miles. Is there anything changing with miles, how we use them, anything with this?
Yeah, so the one of the neat things with Delta, at least, well, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Right now it's great, is the fact that, you know, if Delta changes the cash price for a fare, let's say they drop it. So like right now you can fly Minneapolis to Vegas for $97 through May. You can also then book a very cheap Sky Miles ticket, so using your miles. So they're actually pegged together. So if the cash price drops, the Sky Miles price drops. So with cash prices being as cheap as they are, a lot of sub $100 fares, you know, to Vegas, to Phoenix, to Orlando through May. I mean, you can use your Sky Miles, or you can use, you know, $97. But, you know, if you got those Sky Miles, I say, you know, burn them.
We have about 30 seconds. I've noticed rental car prices are skyrocketing. Am I seeing things, or is this reality?
No, yeah, we're seeing headlines everywhere. You know, anecdotally, we're hearing from so many of our followers So what happened during the pandemic is that the rental car companies sold off a lot of their fleet, didn't buy new vehicles because there was just no demand for it. And now travel is coming back with a vengeance. Places like Florida, Arizona, Hawaii. We're hearing horror stories of people who have a rental car booked through, like National or Hertz, some of the big name companies, and they'll show up and there's no cars available, or they have to wait a few hours for a car to be returned to get one. So, this will last a few months just until, the rental car companies start purchasing more vehicles, but it can get a little dicey. So just, expect that, if you're going to Florida, if you're going to Hawaii, that's just kind of the way it is for the next weeks and months.
Jared is sticking around after the break. When he's here, he's going to tell you the good deals that you can snag, and he'll have that list when we come back. Back right after this. We're learning things today on the show. We don't often do that. Right, Kendall? We don't usually learn things. We're back with Jared from Thrifty Traveler. Hey, buddy. Okay, let's, again, we're just trying to break down some of these headlines. Right now, as we speak here in April, where can Americans go internationally as far as travel?
Yeah, so it's still a little complicated, but some of the exciting ones, I guess, that are opening, like Iceland. If you're vaccinated, you can go there right now, which is pretty amazing. It's the only one of the European Union countries you can go to. And thankfully, starting in late May, early June, Icelandair and Delta will be flying nonstop out of MSP, and flights are cheap, under $500. So that's definitely one of those easy yet foreign international places to visit.
And we're going to get to specific deals in just a second. But broadly speaking, what are some of the more popular / cheapest destinations that we can go right now?
Yeah, domestic travel is in, no question. I mean, with international restrictions, we don't need to go into it. I mean, it's complex.
Yeah.
And domestic travel is as cheap as it will probably ever get. Now is the time to book. Before the break, I was talking, Delta, May 1st, the ability to buy a basic economy Delta fare, and, that cancel for a voucher policy is going to disappear May 1st. So now is the time to be hopping on Google Flights. You're going to thriftytraveler.com to look, because I'm talking $90 to $100 fares, nonstop round trip on Delta to places like Seattle, LA, Vegas, Phoenix, Miami. The list is very, very long. If you want to travel through May into early June, I mean, we're talking, again, not one way, nonstop round trip Delta flights for under $110.
People are flocking to national parks, aren't they?
They sure are. And I was at the Grand Canyon 2 weeks ago. If you are going to go to a national park, which you absolutely should, just make sure that you go early, because people are starting to travel. They're excited, and it can get very, very busy. So go early. That's my best tip, because there was an over a mile-long line to get into the Grand Canyon around noon 2 weeks ago. So,
and we're looking at
things.
This video you're looking at, folks. This is from Jared. You just got back, didn't you, buddy?
Yeah, and it's beautiful. This is a great time of the year to go. And let's be honest, if you can go to Phoenix for under $100, go to Sedona. There was a photo of Horseshoe Bend, which is up near the Utah border in Arizona. I mean, it's an amazing state, and I'm not getting paid by the Board of Tourism from Arizona to say this, but it's really cool. I'm very fortunate to travel internationally and see so many cool things, but there is so much amazing stuff, just in our own backyard here in the United States.
Yeah, that's a good positive out of this year, is the fact I have a lot of friends going to parks. Okay, let's end as we always do with a roundup of some deals. What's making you happy this week?
Yeah, so let's say that you want to plan something out into February 2022, which I know a lot of us are thinking long term, and we want to check those things off our bucket list. Minneapolis to Tokyo this morning on American Airlines with one stop is $530. That's normally like $1,000. And I know that's like, you're like, I can't even go to Canada, much less go to Japan. But I mean, these are the types of trips that we can expect to take, in February of 2022, and that's a cheap price. Same goes with some places in Europe, like Dublin, for around $450 with one stop. What do we got? We got some other great ones. Obviously, so many domestic deals. I would just honestly go to thriftytraveler.com or hop on Google Flights and just start using, just search some of the places that you want to go, because they are so cheap right now. And now is the time to book, like I said, and just start planning your travel. You might not be ready to get on a plane just yet, but prices, like I said, about as low as they're gonna get.
Ever, yeah, seriously. Take advantage, do some advanced booking. Jared, thank you, good to see you.
Great to see you, Jason.
As Jared said, go to thriftytraveler.com for more. All the information that you ever need is right there. They can help you out. Google Flights, another great tool as well. Coming up, the basics of the bow and arrow. Kendall, and I can't believe I'm going to read this. Kendall is getting a lesson in archery. Look at that. She looks like she lives on the Amazonian island. It's fantastic. Wonder Woman Kendall will be back right after these words. Look at you, Diana Prince.
Get a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day.
Pop there. Welcome back. The guys at Yam House. We love them. It is one of the oldest arts ever practiced. And we researched that. Baby Bjorn researched that. We now know that. Archery dates back to the Stone Age and is often used for hunting and recreation. Well, we'll let you decide which one Kendall used it for. Kendall decided to pick up a bow and arrow and give it a whirl at a local archery range. Get ready. Look at this.
People like to prepare for things like, you know, buying a home, having children, paying taxes, or like me, the Hunger Games. You never know when the Hunger Games will happen. Or they just like archery. So I'm gonna learn how to be Katniss Everdeen today. Brent, that's why everybody comes to you. They want to prepare for the Hunger Games or the zombies, right?
Well, some of them do, like yourself. Some just want to learn how to shoot archery or maybe become bow hunters.
Okay, so you guys here at Elm Creek, there's a ton of different targets around here. You have classes.
So we have a range of classes that are family classes, we have women's archery classes, we have beginners classes, we have archery camps.
You said more girls are now getting more interested in archery. I think that's cool.
And we're super duper excited about it. Really, we just want everyone to be in the parks, and whatever that means, if it's archery, if it's stand-up paddleboarding, if it's as simple as a picnic, we want everyone to know that parks are for everybody, and we want people to be out here enjoying them. So archery is just one of the vehicles. We've got left and right eye dominant bows. This is a left eye dominant bow. You're gonna place it out in front of you. So this would be a good time, I think, for us to actually
come up with my Hunger Games name? Eric, look at my glamour shots of being Katniss Everdeen.
Once your feet are in a nice athletic stand, this is where you're gonna get super excited. Can you do this for me?
Oh my gosh, you do this? Do you guys know?
We're gonna place our fingers right below this knock point.
Okay.
With our archer's groove on the string.
I'm Katniss. This is the coolest day ever.
We're gonna grab that arrow thumbs down below the fletchings, up and over.
What's the fletching?
The fletching's right here. So this is the part where maybe we could go over.
The knock point in the hole, in the loopy thing.
The arrow rest.
The arrow rest.
Pull back to the corner of your smile.
Oh my God.
Oh boy.
That was a little high. Did you see where that one went?
Yeah, it's back there somewhere.
So, that arrow. I was aiming for this tree the whole time, Brent.
Is it by the tree? Nice.
Yeah, I was aiming for that the whole time. Like, if I actually did well and I got to graduate, do I get to do like hold the bow and arrow and drop and roll and tuck and run through the wilderness?
No, unfortunately, that's not part of camp. What we would do though is we would play games. I have balloons here today. I don't know, do you want to try to pop a balloon?
The answer is yes. But I mostly want to go up there too.
This should be interesting.
It's cool up here. I'm like the grand dame of archery.
All right, so same concept. Go ahead and tabletop your bow. Grab an arrow, thumbs down.
I'm a beast under pressure. Now I can't even get the thing on the thing.
Pull back to the corner of your smile, and you might want to lean out a little bit. Lower.
Oh! Did you see that?
That was amazing! First shot!
God. Woo! We can cut. Do I need to do it again? We can cut. That is how you Katniss Everdeen at Elm Creek with Three Rivers Park District.
Is that the one you were aiming?
PETA! It was! I'm not even playing. It's not PETA. I gotta go.
Wow. Was that real, or did Eric edit that together like that?
I swear on all things holy that I actually hit the balloon the first shot. Did you see my, and not hear my expression afterward?
Well, look at you, Katniss Kendall-Dean. Look at that.
Thank you. And then I went and found PETA, and we fake ate the berries, and then we were fine. If you've seen the movie, you get that.
Can we offer up Tyler as the tribute?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that. Floor director Tyler as a tribute. He's fine with it.
It was so fun. I had so much fun.
That looked fun, actually.
Yeah, I did.
You were really good. That guy wanted none of your shenanigans, though. You're like,
know.
can I roll around and and then jump up and shoot a pig or something? And he's like, no, we're done. No, we're not good.
We don't do that.
If you like to try out archery like Katniss Kendall-Dean over there, head to threeriversparks.org. They've been very good to us this year. They're good folks over there. We're going to take a break. We got Bubblegum Goodbye and a special tribute as well. Stay with us, everyone. Katniss Kendall-Dean. Welcome back to the show, everybody. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching.
Hi.
Don't forget, you can stay connected with us on YouTube if you missed the show, on TV. You can watch us on the YouTube. Just search for Jason Show and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget, we're also on the TikTok now. We're putting a lot of effort into the TikTok. I mean, and Kendall's putting effort into the Instagram. We're firing on all pistons. But no, seriously, follow us, The Jason Show TV on TikTok. You won't be sorry. The entertainment never stops there. We'll be right back. Stay with us, everybody.
And this animal, by the way, has the greatest crushing power of any cat in the world with their jaws.
Why are they only found in South America? We think of the bigger cats as being from Africa. Oh!
See, Dave, usually you ask me if you can pet them. You never ask me that question.
Okay.
Oh, one of 150 million classic clips with zookeeper Jack Hanna on The Late Show with David Letterman. Sadly, Jack's family revealed yesterday that he's suffering from dementia and will be stepping away from public life. Jack Hanna is just 74 years old. And let me tell you, we're going to run more clips throughout the next few months because there's nothing better. Dave kept the tradition that Johnny started of animals and late night, and Dave did it so great with Jack Hanna. If you want to smile, Google Letterman and Jack Hanna, and you'll be in a YouTube time warp for an hour.
He introduced so many animals to so many of us that we could not have ever seen.
Never repeated an animal. Did you know that? In all the years of Letterman, never. Let's say goodbye to Heather and Amy. Hey, Heather, let me tell you, let's do a little trick now. If you don't know, director Leo loves the curling. We always give him a hard time. Heather, while Leo's gone, hide all of his curling stuff.
That would be awesome. I'm going to get the kids to do that today.
Please video that for the show, please. I'd appreciate it.
I love it.
Thank you. Amy, happy birthday, sweetie, early. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Bye, guys. Oh, look at the mug. Oh, I love it. I look at Heather knows how to do the shameless plug. I love it. Oh, you ready for the question?
Yep.
What's the one thing you would never bake or cook ever again?
Well, executive producer Jeff says my monkey bread, but I think it turned out fine. I can't cook, Jason. I honestly try. I really do, but something always goes wrong, and inevitably Jordan will come in just like really nicely and be like, so did you stir that? I'll be like, no,
did you stir that?
To? Or like, did you add this to it? I'm like, was I supposed to? So I just shouldn't ever cook.
Okay.
But I'm a great baker. How about you? You're a good cook. So.
I like to cook, but you know what? Other than biscuits, fun fact, I'm not a great baker in other areas.
Oh.
Like a cake?
Yeah.
No.
Really?
No.
We could like exchange skills.
We could.
Yeah.
But yeah, one thing. But cooking, like I grill, I make a mean filet. I've done it on this show. But yeah, that's it. But I would prefer not to bake other things.
Okay.
There we go. I would prefer that you watch the show tomorrow. Because a reminder, we are off tomorrow, but we're back on Monday with a brand new show. Meet a Minnesota mom who is turning her love of Minnesota salads, into TikTok fame. And you know we're all about the TikTok now. That's Monday right here on the show. Go out there and be yourself because nobody can tell you're doing it wrong. Have a good day, everybody.